Well, good morning again. This is Lisa Tench again, coming back to you again with some more update about Clayton County and my home. As I go along, I'm just giving out information that has been covered up for quite some time, and I find that this is the time that I must start to talking because there are some things that's going on in my local government that I am not pleased with at all. And I know the community or Clayton County is not pleased with a lot of things that's going on in Clayton County. I know I cannot talk about everything that goes on in Clayton County, but I'm only talking about what happened with Lisa Tench and what has been happening with Lisa Tench in the last 6 years. And these are some things that I'm bringing to the attention of the public that um, has happened to me. And therefore, I just want the public to understand my position where I stand right now, and been deprived of my rights, as I had stated in the previous uh, YouTube clips that I have been getting out, and it goes into a lot of details and things that have happened in the last 6 years, and I'm just bringing it aware to the public now because it seems like every time I get ready to talk, people seems to want to push me down or say that I didn't say this and I didn't say that, and it's certainly not true. No one would ever hang in here or do the things that I'm doing right now. I feel that sometimes my life is at risk or I'm being threatened. And I don't feel that, but I see this is happening where I'm not feeling comfortable with the situation that's going on right now. But it has to fall wherever the grain fall. It has to fall just like that. But it's a shame that we have all these political peoples in these political seats, and no one act like nothing ever happened. We have, some things that been said that they feel like I'm not gonna say nothing about it or to just brush me off, and I'm tired of being brushed off, and it just put it like it is. I'm tired of being brushed off, and I'm tired of living in prison, and I have not done anything wrong. But I want to bring something back that I had stated about us. And I looked at this thing, and I really, when I bring this to you, I'm bringing facts. I'm not bringing no lie. I'm bringing facts. So, um, and I want people to understand this is facts. This is not something that I'm just making up a story. This is something that's really cool. This is something that's really been written to me in facts. I was looking at the order that the judge so ordered that we go into mediation. And in the order that he written to go in mediation, he said that we can come and meet together and whatever we discuss together with an attorney, and that was the staff attorney and Mrs. Pam Edward, who represented the county in this county. And it stated that we can come to mediation, but the agreement of coming to mediation, whatever we decided to do, then they must go back to the board, and the board decided on what to happen. And when I kept reading this, and I'm like, what sense does this make to come to mediation when I said this is what we're going to agree on, this is what we do, and the judge signed off on it. But when I come to agreement to do something, and whatever the county staff attorney we mediate on, I thought maybe it goes from there to the judge agreed and we sign off on it, go on our way. But you don't make an agreement and then turn around and take it back to the county, and then you go in your little private section and you just say what is what, and then you come back to mediation, then you decided this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. To me, that's like contradicting what mediation is about. That means that the board, the Clayton County Board of Commissioners, still have their hands in it. We just playing a game. At least they're playing a game, and I feel like what is justice is that? That's no justice in there. And then another thing is that they made Wade Star now the manager over the commissioner, and this is a person who actually tried to run me over with his truck, and we had to go to court with that. And I pressed charges against that. Then all of a sudden, you're gonna make him manager over the county. And do you think he's going to allow me, out of all the people, if he have any judgment or manager over this case, do you think he's going to be fair with me? As all we done went to court and did all this here, and then the county going to come around and put him in the seat of the chairman's seat, make this decision. And when I read the minutes, the last time they went to board commissioner meeting, that didn't even look so well right there. Like they can't even get themselves together right there. So if the board cannot get themselves together, how they gonna come back and make a good decision on what they should do about me? These are questions that I'm really concerned about. Um, is this as a board can make a decision for the citizen of Clayton County? If they cannot make a decision on my case, do you think they can make a decision on being a government for a government of a community or of being a good leader? Personally, I don't feel like they can. As I had stated, intimidation. I've been in. They try to intimidate me all the time, and this is actually true. Or try to take me around the circle all the time. Or do this, do that, threaten me about putting me out of my living space. But and I can't believe this here. When I go to court, here you got the staff attorney, one of the staff attorney, Christy Bond, yeah, Christy Carl's Bond, and Pam Everett go to court and try to have me evicted, but you didn't give me no house. You didn't give me anything, and then you do it again. Here I am facing being evicted again. What's the problem? But I'm paying the rent. These are kind of questions. This is like conspiracy. And what are you getting out of this? What do you want from me? And I say this out loud. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You took everything I have. Just leave me alone. Do what you got to do as a government seat. Do what you got to do, but just don't continue to harass me because of the fact that I'm speaking out. And maybe more people in this county need to speak out. Don't continue to allow this type of behavior to happen in this county. But then here, I ask for a jury trial. And don't pick the jury for me. Don't pick the jury for you. Let the people do what the people needs to do in Clayton County. And I think that's is all fair. Just let the people do what they need to do. And I think that a lot of time the residents of Clayton County need to get more involved in your local government to see what's going on. And it's almost like you're fighting against each other, but you're not fighting for the people. You're fighting among each other, and it don't make any sense. But they facing me with legal matters. I don't have the finance to do that, but I will speak and tell the truth. I will, if you give me an opportunity, I will speak and tell the truth. This is a messed up situation that they have me and my family in. For what reason? What capital gain are you to have a family like this here? For what reason? What capital gain are you gaining from this here? Uh, if you can't be a good steward over your own government, over your own uh, local government, what sense is this making now? It really not making any sense, And when I see that this type of behavior is happening in this county, I don't think that I think that the people needs to make a choice. Is this is the right leaders in your county? This is what you want to happen in your county, or is this is what they call touche? What is this going on here in Clayton County? Um, all I was doing is fighting to get my house back. Just fighting to get my house back. And the way they did it, you can't tell me that's justice. That is not justice the way you done that. I can't believe that people in leadership can allow this type of behavior and this here unlawfulness act to happen in a county like this here. And you call this as justice? And you want people to vote for you? You want people to put you back in the same situation? You want to get the same seat again? I really think that this is me. This is Lisa talking. That something needs to give in Clayton County because it seemed like corruption. Um, Raising taxes. I pay taxes. I have to pay taxes on a lot and keep it clean. If I don't keep the lot moored, a lawn service go over there and mow that lot, I will be fined. I will be fined for doing that. This is unbelievable, and also, Wells Fargo. Yes, Wells Fargo knew all this was happening. Wells Fargo, I need to jump on that. Even in the president office of Wells Fargo, you knew this here. You made a deal with Michael Smith to say, and people, please, this is going to blow you away. Michael Smith, with the staff attorney, says that they had built this house back, and I did not like the specification of this house, and I had this house torn back down. Now, that's what he gave to Wells Fargo. Now, tell me something. Would I have a house built and then go back and I didn't like the house and tore the house down? That would be I wouldn't even be sitting here. I I would be happy they put something on the lock, then I didn't have to have anything. But who in the world would build a house back and go back and tear the house down? So I asked the lady. I said, "Ma'am, could you please send me a copy of that house that they said I had built, that the county had built, and I didn't like this house. Please send me a copy of that picture of that house that Michael Smith said I had built, and I didn't like the specification of this house." Now this is what Clayton County Board of Commissioner, staff attorney, and the board written a letter to Wells Fargo and said, "Tell me what's wrong with that picture." And that's the reason why this case has been going on and on. Then I said, "Ma'am," I says to Wells Fargo, I says, "Why would you allow a situation to go on for at least 3 years and never looked into this here properly?" And you know what I had to do? I had to go to the president office of Linda Parker, who works in the president office of Wells Fargo, and says to her, something about this got to give, because I had a mortgage note and it went into foreclosure. Yes, it went into foreclosure. And I refused to continue to pay a mortgage note. Yes, I was paying a mortgage note on a house was not there. I was paying a mortgage note to try to keep my credit at least right. I was paying a mortgage note on a house that was not there. And I said to Mrs. Parker, "Why am I paying a note on a house that's not there?" I was also paying taxes on a house that was not there. See, this is the kind of things that I have been putting up with, and they don't want me to talk. And if you go to the tax office, you'll see that I was paying taxes. If you call Wells Fargo, yes, if you call Wells Fargo, they'll show you on the books that I was making a mortgage note on a house a year later after the house is gone and trying to keep up with everything gone. What did the staff attorney do? Nothing. Nothing. But promise to build this house back. So, in other words, I got a double wham in my face. I got a double wham in my face. And most of the time, if you get an attorney, and I'm going to be honest with the attorneys, you get an attorney like the attorney that sides with the county. You don't get an attorney to help fight for you. Like to me, I got an attorney to fight against me.